Hello, hello.
Hi,
Welcome,
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Now let me see. I'm gonna go and make sure everything is hunky dory over here because sometimes it isn't.
Yep,
I
yep.
did I
Better
did
to
get
check.
my what do you call it? Sorted out my camera, I think.
Well, I
Um
noticed that when I got in the stream, I mean in the broadcast or whatever, your screen was black. And I was just fixing to text you on Facebook and say, "Are you okay?" when you came on.
I had gone off and I hadn't clicked to enter the stream. So that was my bad. You know how that goes. My bad. Hi,
Well, that's
Cheryl.
okay. It just kind of worried me.
Yeah. Well, the other day I had forgotten to plug in my um, web camera. Hi,
Uh-oh.
Mandy and Jacqueline. Am I
Hi,
right, Jacqueline?
Jacqueline. Hi,
Yep.
Mindy.
Um, I had forgotten to plug in the web camera, so the computer was looking at me. And then I plugged in the web camera and it didn't work. I had to go clear back out and come back in again. So I'm trying to decide on a piece of paper for today's iCAD.
And I have a paper. I'm not sure which part I want to use, and I'm not sure. I kind of like this stamp, but it's big. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it would be a good one to just do some doodling on the background and then put the stamp on there.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm. Hi,
But it
Sherry.
also might be a good one to do something sticking out.
Oh, that would be, I like it because I kind of like how he's flying upright.
Yeah,
He's,
yeah.
he's like, he's like, I am the boss.
Hi, Shelly. Hi, Sherry. I'm glad you're here.
Glad that you're all here. Oh, and it's hot, and it's like I've been taking care of tomatoes again today. Hi, Shelly. Um, so I cooked green beans this morning, and I've been taking care of tomatoes.
Well, you got
I
a lot
had
more done than I did.
I did laundry, and I'm working a show. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Linda.
I couldn't
So,
find the spindle I was going to give my friend when she comes to learn to spin on Friday. So I had to make her another one, which wasn't a big
oh,
deal, except I couldn't find any of the cup hooks. And I know we've got some around here, but I couldn't find them anywhere. And Hannah goes, "I think you need to go to Hobby Lobby and buy some, Mom. And I'll go with you because I need."
I see. Huh.
Okay.
Your
So,
child has ulterior motives. Uh huh.
oh, she's pretty
Um.
smart, that one.
Uh huh. Well, you know where the spindle is that you were looking for. You sent
No,
it to
that one
me.
I know I sent it to you, but I
Okay.
have a box where I have a
Hmm.
whole bunch of spindles that I've spun all different kinds of fibers on so I can take them to demonstrations.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And I can show you can spin on, it doesn't matter what your spindle looks like. If it, all of these will work, ones that you've made, ones that I've bought, Well, I had this box with all of those in there and the fibers and all of that. And that's what I was looking for. Well, I finally figured out where it is, but I can't get to it. So,
Uh,
but at least I
well,
know where it is now. I was thinking it would disappeared.
yeah, yeah. You know how things like that go. By the way, help me to remember. I'm drawing gesso on my iCAD for today because I plan to make it part of a mandala on it. Oh, cool.
That'll be
Um,
fun, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara and Linda. I think I've said hello to everybody. Help me to remember later in the day to tell everyone that not only will I not be here on Thursday and Sunday, but I won't be here on Tuesday
Okay, you're
because
gonna take a whole week
Stephanie.
off.
Well, Stephanie, and I will
Hi,
stream
Linda. Hi, Jen.
if hi Ann, if she's not going to want to do something, I'll stream, but I don't want to make any promises on it. And she will be here from this Thursday, which is the first, to the Thursday, which is the 6th. And I have to pick her up and take her to the airport on the 1st and the 6th, which happens to fall during times to stream. So
Yeah. Well, that is perfectly fine. And I'm not going to be here streaming on the Thursday either because I've got things I have to do since I'm doing what I normally do on Friday. I have to do on Thursday, so it worked out good that that was a day you were going to not be able to
we
be
got not be here. Well, that's good. Yeah, I know, Linda, but she doesn't come but every couple of years. Now, if I get lucky and we do get to take our fall trip, because as it stands right now, we're not going to be able to leave Mom that long. So if I can't get Mom into some place to live, we are not going to be able to take our fall trip. She's not getting sick or bad or anything, but she's just gotten to the point where she can't drive, and
she needs somebody around.
She needs somebody around, yeah. And I can ask my brother-in-law to, hey, listen, the storm, I need you to please go check Mom's roof. You know, that happened while we were gone, and he can do those things, and he will do those things, but I can't ask him to go take her to the grocery store and this and that. And the next door neighbor is amazing and fabulous and will pick things up at the grocery store and went after her meds while I was gone. Stuff like that. But I also cannot ask him to do that all the time. It's just not fair. He's got enough going on in his own.
Hi, Janice. Life. Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Janice. Hi, Brenda. Busy, busy ladies. Hope you find a nice place. Tanya, I know how tough it is to do. There's a bunch of nice places here. There's some really nice places, but the big
they charge
thing
nice money.
Yeah, they charge nice money. And honestly, she doesn't have enough money coming in to pay for any of them. So the one good thing right now is houses are selling like hotcakes here. So the realtor
moving to Florida.
I guess so. The realtor that we have, and he's actually a friend. Jeffrey's known him for a long time. He happens to be the cousin of one of Jeff's best friends growing up. So, and lived next door there. So we've known him a long time. Anyways, while we were gone, hi Mina. While we were gone, he sold 2 houses over the weekend. Listed them on Friday. They were sold by Monday.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I think. Hi, Joy. How do I evenly cut corners for a tag?
Don't ask me, Joy. I can't do it. I'll show you how. I'll show you how.
She got a new toy.
Oh, it's not this one. Just a second. Let me find the right one.
Okay.
You buy one of these.
The only problem is that it only cuts the corners even. Do you have a piece you can show them how it cuts? It only cuts the corners even on one side, on a smaller tag. You can't use it on every size tag.
It only works on 3 sizes of tags, so I'm going to have to cut some papers the right size. That's the other thing. You have to cut the papers the right size.
Uh-huh.
So you can't just cut some papers but at least it tells you how big they are, so you know.
Okay. I have to be off of here by 4:30. I just heard my husband.
Okay. Well, that works for me.
Joy, I cut them on my quilt cutting mat, and Olfa's got the 45-degree lines on it, and I line it up, and that's a really good idea.
But in this little thing, you can stick in.
I heard. They're open till 5.
They're open till 5.
If we leave here at 4:30, we should be able to make it. Okay. So just be ready to go.
Yeah.
All I'll have to do is grab my purse and my keys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got
that's
these two.
pretty. That's pretty.
And then, oops, not that hand, Lisa. And then that one. So they all have a little bit different angle too.
It depends
The
on
cuts
how
all
wide
look
it
a little
is,
bit different.
on how far out it cuts.
Yeah, and this one, you know, leaves this little jig, and they show it with the little jig, so that's what they're expecting it to do. But I was going to try to show you that it's all really being cut by the same blade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, and I'll be honest with you, I'll sit here and I'll look at this, and these don't look the same to me.
Yeah,
This one looks different from that one, and this one looks different from that one, just like when I cut them myself. Yeah. So maybe it's my eyes.
Well, but then the other thing is, hi Brenda, big blanket.
I don't know.
I'm not sure what the big blanket was about, but I was going to show you what Barbara's talking about. One of these. It's a quilter's ruler, and if you use a cutting, you can use a cutting mat, but you can also draw on it, I would guess. The nice thing about these quilter's rulers are that this kind has, they're very bumpy. They have almost ouchy, scratchy things on them because they're supposed to grab hold of the fabric. So if I line this up, okay, it's lined up at the 1 inch. That's too much of a cut. Okay, 45 inches. And then I can go like 45 inches, 3/4 of an inch. That's, I didn't want 45 inches. I wanted 3/4 of an inch.
What works for me the best is to take a tag that's already been cut, like a professional cut one, and use that to cut around as a template.
Yeah. And then you can cut. And I'll show you another way too. Okay, and I actually, this is a 45-degree cut. Okay. I actually, if I wanted to, I have these rulers in other angles, so I could get a different angle out if I wanted it. Yeah, the next thing is to abandon perfection and be happy with whatever you have. There you go. The other, okay, and this is a Dollar Tree cutting mat. So if you have a Dollar Tree, you have to watch for these because they're not always out there. But you see it has other angles on it. So I could get it on a 30-degree angle if I wanted, and line this up to make a line. I'm not doing it very well. Okay, so but that's a Dollar Tree cutting mat. Lots of angles on this one. Now I'll show you how I do it. Okay, let's just whack that piece off right there, and then I turn this piece over. Now the big thing is I have to turn it around so that I can hold it, and it's never perfect. And I take and hold that piece right there, and I cut this one. Now
I wonder if I could do it if I held it like that. I usually hold the.
Try to hold the card. Let me get out another one.
Yeah, I don't know, but it always ends up not working for me. Well, I think we decided it's because I'm using right-handed scissors left-handed, but
I think so, because just a second, I have to find out. Yeah. I think part of it is that, Lisa, is that when you cut, okay, what's happening is that most of the time the blade that should be lining up on the place where you cut is away from you like this. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's part of the problem. And that's why I have to turn it over and make sure that I am lining this blade up along the edge of my thing. Of course, it would help if I put glasses back on. Like so. But they're never perfect. I draw a line after and before I draw a line after before I cut it. Yep. Barbara
Yeah,
says,
if I drew
give
a
away your
line rather than trying to cut holding it, I could do better. I don't know.
Yep. Abandon perfection. Abandon perfection. I can't make those even either. That's right. Linda draws a line before and after she cuts.
Sherry says, if you can get to a Dollarama, they have feathers, bugs, and butterfly die cuts. Very pretty and colorful. Ah, very cool,
Oh.
Sherry. We do not have a Dollarama here.
No, but our Dollar Tree might be the same as the Dollarama. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to go and see what this work thing is. I will be right back.
I'll do my commercial while you're gone.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Let me make you big while you do your commercial.
Okay. I don't need to be big, but that's fine. When I went with Hannah to Hobby Lobby today, I was looking for some stitch markers, and I found these stitch markers, and they're just those little bulb pins, and they're not the colors that I would typically use in a journal myself. But when I saw them, I thought, if you're doing a boho journal, these would be adorable bulb pins for a boho journal. They're just like the ones that we like to use, except they're colored pretty. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know, if you're looking for some bulb pins that are bright like this, go to the knitting section at Hobby Lobby, and they have these are Yarnology brand.
I have also bought multicolored dark brown, black ones in there.
Yeah, and I bought some of those too, and I really like those, but this was I didn't want to use any of those for stitch markers, and so they had a bunch of different kinds of stitch markers, but I didn't like any of them as good as I liked these. And so anyway, just thought I'd show you in case you're in the mood to do something bright and cheerful, or boho or whatever.
Well, you know me, 90% of what I do. What Dollar Tree section did you find that mat in, Tanya? Mina, they are in the craft section when they have them. Now, I bought this a while back.
That's where they are in mine too, when they have them, is in the craft section.
When they have them, they're in the craft section, and they're a Greenbrier product, so that means they actually are something that they will get again. So you just have to watch. Our Dollar Trees have had rotary cutters as well. I didn't buy one
too. I didn't either, but I saw them, and
yeah,
I don't have good luck with those either. So
I have Olfa rotary cutters, and I've had them for years, and so I just there's no reason to buy something new when those are perfectly good. Wine, I can't find any stencils at a Dollar Tree. Well, I'm going to tell you what, Barbara. I have been going back when I've been out, and they haven't had them either. Stationery, where the pens and pencils are? No, Joy, that's not where mine were. They were in the craft section. And I didn't find those at the smaller Dollar Trees. They were at both of my bigger Dollar Trees had them. Now, the stencils that I sent to Lisa were collected for the most part, except for the little bird and the little butterfly. No, little bird and little flowers were collected for the most part on my trip. I think I went to Dollar Tree 2 or 3 times, and one of the Dollar Trees was in Red Bay, Alabama. And if you could imagine the smallest craft section in a Dollar Tree, but they had those several of those stencils. That's looking really pretty, Lisa. Are you trying to decide and do it a different?
Well, I want to put something behind this, and I was wondering about putting just some of this yellow behind it
Oh, that would be pretty.
to stick up there, because I like to have something behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, the yellow, is in the bird too.
Oh, Sherry says they had dragonflies. I have not seen any dragonfly die cuts. Oh man,
Me
might have to
either,
go
but I would
Dollar
love to
Tree.
have some.
Might have to go Dollar Tree. I got to go grocery shopping tomorrow because my sister doesn't eat what everyone else eats, so I have to go find a few groceries.
Some specialty items.
Wait, no, just yogurt and plain yogurt and I think what else was there? For the most part, really easy stuff, but there were several things that mom doesn't keep, or
Yeah.
if she does keep it, it was perishable. And I bought the oatmeal and her Diet Pepsi. Silly girl. She said, I'm on vacation. I would like some Diet Pepsi. Okay. She doesn't drink very much Diet Pepsi anymore, but
The vacations are different. I understand.
no,
I already told
yep.
Darren when we go on our anniversary birthday trip to Taos, we're going to eat whatever we want.
Ooh, whatever you want.
We're going to try to be good till then. But he said, you know what will happen, Lisa? We'll be sick on the trip. I said, no, I refuse.
Nah. That's right. No. My Dollar Tree now has a craft section that's an entire aisle. We have about a half an aisle at the biggest one. Looked through all my stencils the other day, found the little green butterfly and flowers. I knew you were looking for the birds, and if I find birds, I'm going to just pick them up. It's like everybody wants the birds. And
Yeah.
I should have bought more when I was in there, and I didn't. I was, not thinking.
Well, and you never know. Sometimes it's something they'll have over and over.
Well, not only that, it was one of those stencils that I was not sure I was going to like. They were so thin. I
Right.
wasn't sure I was going to like it.
Oh, that's good. Let's just get glue all over it. This was my daddy's ruler. See, it's got his name on it.
Oh, that's cool.
His name's Bernard, but they call him Bernie at work. So that's what's on his ruler.
Oh my gosh, Lisa. I don't think you've ever told me that was his name before.
Yep, Bernard Frank.
My dad's name was Bernard Lyle.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
Yes.
It's not like it's a real common name either.
No, but your dad would have been. What year was your dad born?
He was born in 33.
Yeah, so he was considerably younger than my dad. So that's kind of it's kind of a big leap there. My dad was born in 24.
Yeah.
20. Wait a minute. Mom's born in 2031. Dad was born in 26.
So not that much.
No, but 5 or 6 years can make a difference in names.
That's true.
Yeah, everyone is for the birds. Yep.
Okay. Let's ink this too. I was going to say, I just feel like it needs something else. Maybe that'll be enough if it's inked.
This one is really taking on a different life.
It's beautiful though. I like what you're doing with it. See, I can get finished real quick and then I can just sit here and watch you. Because I have no idea what I'm going to do in the black and white journal today.
Well, I don't either. So, you know, we're in the same boat.
My grandmother said that too, Joy.
Yep. So before the birds. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I wonder if I can repeat this thing that's happening over there. Mm-hmm.
I still feel like it needs something else.
Yeah,
I
it looks
like
a little
that.
plain. It looks a little plain. How about a little nest? Some fibers.
But where would I put them?
Under the right corner that's towards the right side. Yeah, up underneath the little bird stamp. Yeah, just a little
On
tiny
top of
nest.
this or under that?
Under that. Did you already glue it down?
No.
Okay. I would put it under there. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Ruth. Good to
Never
see
get
you.
old. It's for the birds. That's true. And getting old, frankly, is not for sissies.
Nope. I want to make sure I know where that hole's going to be so I don't put something over that part of the card. I probably should bring this in while I'm doing this. Now that it's finished, a lot of good it did you for me to bring it in now.
Oh, I just realized, yeah, I'm way far out too.
You're really not bad.
It starts to look like a snail. Yeah, it does. Well, yeah, because my card is so much bigger than yours. That's why it doesn't look bad. Yeah, it does. It does sort of look like a snail. I will agree to that.
Oh.
I have to add dots, so when I get the dots on, I don't think it'll be quite so snail-like, but it might. You never know. It could look like a strange snail-like creature, which, you know, I will tell you, there's some strange creatures out there in the yard.
Mina says her dad was already 20 years old when your dad was born.
Oh, my. Okay, well, then he was the same age as my dad's oldest brother. My dad's oldest brother was 20 years older than my dad. Of course, my dad never knew his father. He passed away when my dad was very little, like 18 months old. I think my grandmother might have just kept having kids if that hadn't happened. But he got the mumps while he was in the hospital. And they ice packed them.
Oh, dear.
Yep. I think he was in the hospital for appendicitis, if I can remember correctly. I won't guarantee anything because my brain doesn't work very well.
Bye, Joy. Good luck.
Bye, Joy. I hope it works I hope something we said helps with the tags.
So what do you think of that?
It might
I
be
don't
too
like it.
much.
It just looks
Yeah.
like a bunch of stuff thrown under
Yeah,
there.
I think it's way too much. I was thinking like, little tiny piece kind of twisted around there. And then it still might look like too much, still might look like something thrown under there.
That is a little bit better. But it
You still
doesn't
don't
really
like
show
it.
much. And I think that's,
Mm-hmm.
but if it
It
showed
just,
too much, it would take over. And I don't want that.
yeah, I think it just adds some texture. Your stamp is your stamp the way it was before? I think your stamp needs to be, tilted a little bit. Tilt the right corner down more. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I was just being
Mm-hmm.
lazy,
Oh, okay. Well,
trying to decide on the fibers. So,
yeah, pull some of the fibers up towards the top corner of the Rolodex card. Just a little bit so that they stick off the top. Let them stick up the top. There you go. What do you think? If you don't like it, don't put them in there.
well, I don't like it any more than I do without them, but I don't like it more without them than I do with them either. It's like it's not the thing that's going to help, but it doesn't hurt.
Okay. Well, then I would wait just a minute. You have plenty of time because I haven't
That's
even
true.
gotten the black lines on this piece yet, let alone all the dots and the white dots. The I don't want us might be the summer heat kind of thing.
Well, I can't blame that though, because for the past several days we've had beautiful temperatures in the 70s.
Oh, I am jealous. Jeffrey is
So
jealous.
I can't blame it on that. It's so nice out there. It's gray, which I'm not used to because we get like 350 days of sunshine a year here. So I'm
Yeah.
not used to having gray for days in a row, but it's just that cool kind of misty 70s. It's really nice. I could just
Ooh,
go
I
sit
kind of like.
outside and be happy, but
Hmm.
um so I don't think it's the weather because maybe it's just because I don't have an excuse to go out in the weather and I would like to. Maybe that's the deal. I don't
Uh-huh.
know. And going out grocery shopping in the weather is not the same.
It doesn't count. No, that does not count. Tanya, have you ever seen pictures of the huge line drawings on the neck Aztec plain in South America? Yes, Mina, that does kind of what it looks like today. I agree. This one does kind of look like that. Um, it just kind of took on that kind of life, which I really like. I don't know if I'm going to spoil it when I add more to it, but we'll see.
You won't spoil it. It might change it.
I don't know. Every once in a while, I spoil one. So
Well, you must hide them.
no, I've been showing them all to you.
Well, I haven't seen
I
any spoiled ones.
well,
I think I like that better.
oh, I do. Uh-huh. And that adds the texture.
Yeah.
Now, that it needed some dimension is what it needed. Well, Jeffrey spent yesterday and today outside in this heat, um, working on a stump. When Sally came, it knocked over a tree along the neighbor's fence line, and she wanted it off the fence just right this instant. It was on our side of the fence, but it kind of pulled roots up. So he cut it enough to get it out of the way. And he knew it was there and he knew it was going to have to be dealt with, but we had a lot of other things to deal with, and he knew it wasn't going to cause any trouble. And
Right.
so he just kind of left it. And then he went to take care of it one day and realized that after Sally, he had not gotten the chains on the chainsaw resharpened, and so had to wait. So yesterday was the day that he decided he would deal with this. And it took him all day to get a stupid stump cut out of there. It was rock hard wood, and of course it was crooked, and the roots were all over everywhere. He managed to fall over,
Oh,
bang
dear.
up his self. I told him, he's not a young person anymore. He's supposed to be more careful. But he got it all cut yesterday, and I said, that's enough. You need to just leave it. I said, you can pick it up another day. So he went out today to pick it up and move it out to the street so that the garbage guys can get it Thursday. So, and they have had his Jeep at the shop since last Monday. And so I have to leave a few minutes before 4:30 so that we can leave to go get his Jeep. Poor man's had to drive my car. Poor baby hasn't had his toy. Well, he went to the Jeep meeting in my rodeo.
Well, that probably wasn't his favorite thing to do.
Yeah, they've all seen his Jeep. Well, actually, there was some new people at the meeting, apparently. He said there wasn't very many people there, which is just as well. He doesn't need to be going to big, busy meetings.
Well, I think the stitching helped some.
Mm-hmm. But it's still not right. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's still not. It's still not making me happy.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think what would make me happy. I'm being difficult today.
It's just the I don't want us.
Yeah. Well, I got a bad case.
Okay.
And I got a lot of things I have to do, even if I don't want to.
Don't we all? I will tell you, however, though, that my smelly tomatoes are they're making me pretty happy because they're really starting to smell the house up.
Are you cooking them in the crock pot again?
Yep.
Yep. Sounds good. I wish I could smell my house up with some.
I didn't get enough to cook a whole batch cleared down the first. I've got one whole batch cooked down, but then the second time, I didn't have really enough. When you're cooking them in a crock pot, you want to have a fairly full crock pot because otherwise it gets too hot. So I cooked it into juice and then put it in the freezer to wait until I had some more. And I had some more, and so they are now happily dehydrating themselves away. Or there's another word for it. It's not dehydrating. I can't think. Can you put a little lace under the stamp? Maybe white dots around the flower portion, Lisa.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So I decided I had to make the black bigger.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to put any white dots over here, but I decided I'm going to fill this in and see how that looks.
Okay.
Good idea, Mina. I already glued the stamp on. A little lace would be a cute idea if I hadn't, but I did. Let me find a white dot maker.
A white dot maker. It's a dot maker, guys. It's not a pen. It's a dot maker.
It's a dot maker.
Yep. That's
I
what they
rarely do
are.
anything else with it besides make dots, so.
My little snail has got strange friends.
It's looking cute. I like it. I like it. Yeah. It does look kind of different. It looks like it's got like it's something with some feet sticking
Yeah.
out like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of odd. That's okay. I can handle odd. Oh, this one just got an eye. Look at see this snail? This snail has got, it really turned into a creature. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to. Is that a Picasso card or?
Well, until I started adding all the other stuff, it did look like those ancient ruins that are drawn on the earth, like Mina said.
Yeah, it did.
But then I added dots, and that kind of messed it up.
Well, it changed it for sure. I don't know that it's messed up, but.
I think I better stop though before it gets to the point where I really don't like it. Let's just put some white dots on it. I have an idea for an iCAD. Oh, good. Oh, hi, Julie. The dots make it pop. They do, Lisa. When you put white dots on things, it just adds. They're just like whoop.
Yeah, it looks happier now. It looked a little depressed. It looked like I'm feeling just a little it had the don't want us, but now it's happier.
Oh, that was the other thing I have to go get for my sisters. That I'm gonna fix spaghetti sauce and stuff. And she doesn't eat red meat, so I need to go get some ground turkey or ground chicken or something like that.
Yeah.
And I want to get some. The last time she was here, I got some really good turkey brats. So I want to go get some of those because they were very good. We enjoyed them thoroughly. So I want to get some of those so that I have things I can fix while she's here, that I don't have to think about fixing something else. And she, like she said, she could eat peanut butter and jelly. And I said, well, there's a problem with that. We don't have any jelly.
Uh-oh.
Well, we growing up, my mother made jelly constantly. I mean, jelly was, a fixture in our house. It's kind of like milk.
Yeah.
And my kid didn't like jelly, and Jeffrey doesn't eat jelly, and I have never been a big peanut butter and jelly fan, so
Yeah.
about the only
My
time I
kids
like
ate
jelly is
jelly once in a while, but not much.
I like it
They
on.
preferred peanut butter and honey.
Then see that Brandon friends came over. That's what I had to feed him. Tribal looking, pre-Columbian. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get some things like that.
Okay.
Something says this isn't done.
I know the feeling. You need to add white.
Yeah, well, I added white, but
No,
you
you did a
know,
little. It doesn't really
yeah,
show up because
yeah,
the light background, I guess.
yeah.
It just looks like you drew a circle around. Does that
Mm-hmm.
make sense?
Yep, yep. Um, part of it is there's not as much white as normal too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I figured that, if I cook the tomato juice down today, maybe I can use it for the spaghetti sauce for
Oh,
Thursday.
that'd be great.
If not, I've got some I already cooked in the freezer. So my son said, "Do you have enough canning jars?" I said, "Honey, I'm not getting enough tomatoes to actually break out the canner. If I were to get that many, that would be nice, but I don't think I'm going
Well,
to."
I canned hot sauce and spaghetti sauce,
Hmm.
and I never had to use the canner to do it. I just hot bathed them.
Yeah. Well, I probably could do that because I probably could put it on the stove enough to do that.
Yeah, because
It's
tomatoes have, a lot enough acid
so
in them.
much
They're
acid.
kind of
Yeah.
self-preserving.
Yeah. And I probably could. It's been a long time since I canned anything. Um, it's the flowing rounded lines that remind you of that. Yes, I agree, Mina. That's um, oh, she spilt stuff.
I just stumped my metal ruler off of my ink pad thing. Um, I was gonna put my ink pad up, and then I thought, no, it's a black and white journal. I'm gonna use this little ink pad probably.
Yeah. Oh, which makes me think. Leave that out for a minute and show it to me again. I want to ask you. Um,
The-
the Is that the cactus flower that's kind of pinky purpley in
yes,
the second?
this
Okay,
one,
and what's right above it?
cobalt.
Cobalt. Okay, that's the one I don't have. I'm gonna have to see about getting on that. Hi, Andrea.
Yeah, it's a
Thank
nice
you for.
blue. Let me show you.
If you have a Publix near you, they make really good Italian turkey sausage. Well, I have a Publix near me, and
It's like
it's
a really
there.
dark denim.
Yeah. Um, I think Hobby Lobby had that one the other day, and I was in there looking for something else. Well, oh, it was the day I went after my the black uh Posca pen that I got home, and it was silver. No,
Not a red letter day.
it was not the best of days. I went to 2 stores, did not buy a thing except the thing I went after, which was
Not the thing you went after.
this. Okay. Wouldn't you call that a black Posca pen? Yeah, a black Posca pen. I opened it up and it's silver. It was in the line with all the blacks things, but nope, it was silver. So, oh well. That's the way it goes some days.
Oh,
Did you date your card?
I did. I'm proud of
Okay.
myself too. I didn't forget.
We also found out about a new restaurant.
What kind of restaurant?
Seafood restaurant.
Ooh.
And sounds like they make some really good stuff. Now, Jeff wanted to take Mom there when he first heard about it because they make fried mullet. I do not like fried mullet, so I do not like mullet. Period. I do not really like fish, but they have, what is it that they have? I think they have flounders, and I don't mind flounder that much. So he had something that he was reading off the menu the other night that sounded pretty good that had flounder in it.
I found this coloring book
Ooh.
at the thrift store for $2.
Ooh. Show us again.
It's got green already in it in some places, but it's called Inspired Coloring Nature. But I thought there might be some things I could cut out of here to put on a page if I can find some stuff without the green.
Oh, uh-huh.
See, like some of these bugs?
Yeah.
There's a dragonfly and a butterfly, the bee. That might be fun. There's some birds. Anyway, I thought it might be a fun way to start a page, is to just maybe put some things on there and then draw
some things with it. Yeah.
Yeah, like a tree trunk or, something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
That's a really nice coloring book, though. Now, does it have
leaves?
Images? Oh my gosh, those are gorgeous. Does it have images on both sides?
Yes.
Of the paper? Yeah. That kills it when I see them. I love them, and then they have images on both sides, and if you use the Inktense, then a lot of times the image on the back wants to come through, and I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, and I probably would only use the Inktense with them or use them. I don't just get in a color book and color. If I'm going to cut it out and use it on something,
yeah,
then I might use the Inktense, and so it'd probably be okay. It just wastes what's on the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The other thing is that some of them have such lightweight paper in them.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
I didn't really even look at it very good. I just noticed that there
those are pretty.
So I thought, well, I can cut those out.
Yeah. Hi, Barb.
Hi, Barb. It's so good to see you. It's been a while.
And Mindy, I'm so glad to see you back. Mindy had a couple of days in the hospital, so we're glad she's back too.
Yes, we are.
We're actually glad everyone is here. And
Barb said she's been having to adult and work.
Oh, yeah, I know. That adulting thing is a pain. And it is not going to be fun Friday trying to get Mom. Oh, that is lovely just by itself. Has it got green on it, though?
It does, but I think I could cut out where the green is because it's not actually on the tree.
On the tree? Okay.
And I could leave this part that would be hard to cut out and just cut out where the green is and put it on white paper in my book. And then I could add some stuff around it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got pretty flowers on the back. But I like the tree better than the flowers, so it's not really that big of a decision.
Yeah, you don't have to fret. Mm-hmm.
No. Barb says it's 104 degrees there right now. Oh goodness. It's 74 here. We're having weird weather for this time of year.
Well,
our lowest temperature on this day was 56. The lowest high temperature ever on this day was 56. The highest high temperature on this day was 108. Today we're right in the middle at 74. So
Well, we traveled before we left South Dakota. We traveled to the Olympic Peninsula, and both Jeff and I just loved it there, right? And they normally have this real moderate
Barb's on her way.
temperatures.
Come on down.
Okay. I mean, I even have better temperature than that. I don't think it's but about 88 or so right now. Of course, it's 100% humidity. So,
There is that.
yeah, there is that, and
Yeah, I think
it
you'd be
does
more
not.
comfortable at my house, Barb.
Yeah, it does not go away when it gets humid, and we can pretty much guarantee it's going to rain some portion of every day in the afternoon. When it builds up out over the Gulf now, it's just going to rain, and that's just the way it is. Well, we just really like the Olympic Peninsula, and Jeff says, it's too hot right there now. He said, and those people don't have air conditioners. I'm like, well, I lived in Michigan. We didn't have an air conditioner when I was growing up. It got really, really hot. We slept downstairs. Of course, you could always go to the basement too at our house. I mean, because we had full basement. So, and it was nice and cool in the basement.
Yeah. Barb says they're saying we will be getting this all week in the weekend. Crazy. Oh goodness.
Man. Linda's, it's 94 for Linda. I know that Janet was sitting in front of the fan with a squirt bottle the other day. That's when you freeze something and sit it where you can touch it. Like a gallon jug of water.
A couple of weeks ago when we were having the 103 temperature here, I went through the Chick-fil-A and they had ice packs under their tablets that they were taking your order on. They were just setting those tablets on these ice packs because it was so hot.
Well, probably their ice packs their tablets were very likely overheating. Tanya,
yeah,
but
I'm sure.
When were you growing up? You had a perfect metabolism. Heat gets, yeah, I agree, Andrea. Hi, Singing in the Rain. Welcome, welcome. You live in Olympia, Washington. Yesterday it was 110 and with no AC. Welcome, Singing in the Rain. I don't think you've ever popped in before.
We're glad you're here.
We're glad you're here. But Jeff was saying, I don't know if I could handle this anymore. We had visited Port Townsend and you always lurk. Well, I'm so glad you popped in to say hello. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I haven't decided. Is it finished or shall I do something more to
ink it?
Ink it?
Okay. I think it's done if you ink it, but if you ink it and it's not done, then you can still do something.
Okay. Okay, that means I must find the ink pads.
Yes. Yeah. True.
And the little thingamabobbies. Inky, inky. This one's going to show the ink real well because it was light colored. Okay, this is a brand new spongy thing, and it's tearing off. It's leaving crumbs. I don't like crumbs.
I have had some of those sponges that did that and some that don't, and it makes you wonder. They're all the same brand.
This one came out
of the same ink pads.
Came out of a brand new package of Ranger.
Yeah.
I just opened it to get that out the other day. So
it just makes you wonder what's the difference, because it's the same ink, it's the same pad, but some of them were worse than others.
And this one started making crumbs the minute I put it on there. Of Going to get to 90. Hottest part of the day starts about 3. Oh, yeah. Hi, Julie.
Hey, Julie. Oh, Singing in the Rain is Julie? Is that right?
No, Julie Parker was. Oh, maybe she is. Maybe it is.
Because I thought Julie was already here.
It might be that Singing in the Rain might be Julie.
Is that true? Because let us know so we're not clueless. Because we may. I want to write it down. Yes, Singing in the Rain, Julie. Okay, I'm going to write it down because I don't want to be clueless.
Thank you, Andrea, but I'm always clueless, Lisa, so it really doesn't matter. Hi, Teresa. Oh, okay. I need to write that down as soon as I ink this card.
Okay.
See, if my iCAD takes 2.5 hours to make to do anything else.
I see what you're doing now.
Uh-huh.
Well, you could cut out a coloring book page, and then you wouldn't have to do much else either.
I haven't hunted up a coloring book. I'll have to go hunt up a coloring book. I did have another little bit of an idea, but I just didn't get around to looking for it. So I may do that, and you can see my thought process. Okay, It's done. I'm going to call it.
Okay, see, that just makes all the difference.
Uh-huh. Okay, Julie Parker's got to go to work. And Andrew's got to go too. See y'all later. Let's put this away where it belongs. If we put it away, maybe we can find it tomorrow. Yeah, right. Yeah, it does. It finished. And it makes everything else show up more too. So I'm happy. Okay, but we must date it, and today is
the 29th.
6/29. Okay, do you know that we are halfway done?
Almost. Almost.
I may make some more though, just to use as postcards, but I think I will put them on something besides iCads.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Let's go. Let's pull this up.
Oh, that's true, Barbara. That would work. But no, my plan is to put it in my black and white journal. She was saying I could use it as a mask on the jelly plate, and that would be fun.
Oh, yeah. That would be fun, but
that's not the project I'm working on at the moment.
No, it is not.
And my air conditioner keeps turning off because it's not very hot outside, but it feels hot in here.
It's because it's probably sticky. It's wet. You know, wet does cause.
There's no airflow in here without the air conditioner on too, which makes it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm looking, and I know I have some things. I just am not sure which ones I want. I'm thinking those. Come on. I might have to go get the box of bigger dies though, because although those look like they'll do. I also have these, which I might cut.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah, aren't these pretty?
Yeah. Yeah, I like those. Teresa likes the pineapple.
Pineapple. Oh. But the pineapple's too tiny for this kind of page. I think. So maybe I will just use the dandelions and then use the I was thinking these scrolly leaf things. So maybe I'll do 2 pages. One white, one black. Woo!
There you go.
Yes, the feathers. I have the feathers for that idea for a feather book that I want to do. So I have to go get my machine. So I have a swan, but I like the long-legged bird. The
Flamingo.
flamingo. That's a flamingo. Flamingo. Let me. I have no idea where those came from. I think Michael's. I think that whole little set right there was a Michael's, from Michael's. So, all right, let's get the machine. Oh gosh, oh.
You gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'm just achy. You know, I'm doing a show, so.
Barbara said she got her feathers from Michael's.
I think the feathers came from Michael's too. I'm not sure. And I don't know if you heard me, but I've been doing a showcase, so I've sat way too much.
Yeah, too much sitting.
Yeah.
Teresa said she got some purple feathers from Dollar Tree.
You mean feathers or purple like die cut feathers?
I was assuming she meant feathers, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
I don't know.
Inquiring minds want to know, Teresa.
Yeah. You know what? This might be easier with my magnetic plate.
I bet it would.
Yep. So let's go get that and see. Well, I have DC chosen the beads I want, but had to send my money to get my granddaughter. Yay! Oh, I'm sorry about having to be there for a funeral, hon. Feathers, boa feathers. Okay.
It'll be good to get to see your granddaughter, though.
Yes. Barbara's at the scary part of her iCAD. Lisa, that is really pretty. That's going to be gorgeous.
Think it's going to be good. Now I just have to decide what I'm going to put with it. Almost everything in that book will be way oversized, you know, compared to the tree. But I think I'm going to be okay with that. It'll be interesting.
You have a brand new bird stencil.
That's true. I do. And I have black ink.
And you have black ink. Now, I might test it out before I started on my page, but you know, that's just me. You know.
Yeah.
But I might just test it and make me some little birdies. By the way, these are from a long time ago. Let me see here if I can get you. But you should keep an eye out for them. Oh, I've lost my what you call it, this thing.
Well, it won't be boring, Teresa. I can guarantee you that.
Oh yeah, a 3-year-old. Okay. When Dollar Tree had these for a while, they're magnetic. And they were in the teacher section, but they're whole sheets of magnet for $1. Now, I haven't seen them. I haven't looked for them in a long time because I have enough of them for right now. They're a little too long for the sheet protector, but it really works fine in the file drawer that I've got below me. So, but these work really, really nice for $1. Now you can buy this magnet sheet to cover up floor vents at like Lowe's and Home Depot. It's not quite the same size, but it's really nice because then these little tiny dies don't go everywhere.
Yeah, I have some of those too. You talked about them when you got them, and I went out and bought me some.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't
Well,
seen them since either. And I didn't find there weren't a whole lot when I was there to get them.
Uh-huh.
And I got what they had, but I think I'm just about filled it
Used
up
them
now.
up.
But
Well,
yeah.
it's kind of like those little envelopey things I sent you. I bought myself 2 because I needed a couple. But you know, I don't like to buy the whole pile because then nobody else can get it. And for the life of me, I came home. First off, I'd been out with Mom. I'd been helping Mom for 2 days, and I was exhausted mentally. So I go into Dollar Tree, and they have. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't put it back on you.
That's
And
fine. I'm still doing the same thing.
yeah. Yes, bought the vent floor covers and cut them up to fit her 3-ring binder sheet protectors. Works great. Anyways, these little things, these. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
there was probably 15 of them there. I didn't buy but the couple I needed. Got home, sat down, and remembered that Helen needed some. And you needed some. Okay, by the time I get back there the next day, and I went back the next day, they were gone. I got just a few. I got you a couple, I got Helen a couple, but that was it because Tanya didn't think. Tanya was really not very smart. Just didn't think. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Well, there were only about 4 of those magnetic things there when I went, and so I was selfish and I got them all.
Well, there you go. But they work really well. I mean, okay, let's see here. I bet you we can.
I had just gotten my Big Shot, so I knew I would be buying more things. So I didn't want to only get what I could use right at that moment, you know.
Yeah, because you know that's it.
Because they won't be there again.
Okay.
Teresa needs a stencil of this tree. Me too.
Now we'll hope that Tanya didn't cut this too small. I didn't. Oh God. But I am going to have to stand up. I cannot roll this thing sitting down.
scan it before you glue it down. Well, I think that's kind of against the copyright laws.
Yeah. Probably would be.
So I probably won't be doing that, even though it's tempting and I would like to.
Huh.
What?
Well, for some reason it didn't cut through that very well. It's not wanting to pop out.
Do you have it on the right?
It's the magnetic plate, so we'll see. If it's not gonna cut real good, I'll have to change plates. It's also got lots and lots of tiny little pieces, you know, that are going to be a pain. So I'm going to have to go get my little scrubby thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's across in. I think I put you in the box. Didn't I put you in a box?
Bye-bye, Mina. You have a wonderful day, too, and many blessings. We're glad you were able to come in.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm cutting all this out, because I'm just going to put it on white paper and it'll be harder to glue down now.
Yep. Yeah, because you said you weren't going to cut it out.
I know, but I was having fun cutting.
Okay, well then cut it out, because if it's fun, then just do it. Okay, so I guess maybe Tanya ought to put her glasses on.
Julie, Singing in the Rain, Julie says, try running your die through the Big Shot over a new dryer sheet. All the bits will just fall out.
Oh, okay. Now that I've got it cut, I should do that, Julie?
Next time you cut it.
Next time I cut it, okay.
You could just cut another one and do that, and then leave this one for some time when you got time to just do nothing.
Well, unfortunately, to use this one, I have to get these bits out of there.
Oh, that's true. You can't recut it without doing that. That's true. Sorry.
Yeah. But it's got an attitude. Now, it's really and truly cut. It's cut. It's just not coming loose from this and this was cardstock.
If you're not careful, it'll tear because they're such delicate little bits.
Well, they are all cut though. It's what's interesting is they're very cut. They're definitely cut. They're just in there good. Because if I lift it up slowly all the way around, they're coming out. But I will go get a dryer sheet. I think I have one. No, I tore it. That's all right. I can cover up the torn part. I can put it off the edge. I can rerun it. I did rerun it. Dryer sheet, no paper, toothbrush. I have a thing, but that's not helping with the solidy part. Before I run it again, I'll get a dryer sheet. I'm pretty sure I have one. Oh, good. The county has decided to come and mow the edge of the street. All right. We're going to get these out, and then we're going to try it again. First, we're going to do the dryer sheet, and then we'll try it. See, they're cut. They just don't want to come loose because they're shoved in there pretty good. Okay. All right. Dryer sheet and no paper. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, they're definitely in there really nice and tight. Who said I was going to get a page done today? Ha, ha, ha.
You said you might even do
Okay,
2.
Barb. Don't work too hard. What'd you say, Lisa?
You said you might even do 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I definitely know that I fibbed.
Well, it was an unintentional fib.
That's true. It was unintentional.
Just like I fibbed when I said I was going to leave this up there, and then I just kept on cutting.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even think about the fact that I had said I wasn't going to until after I'd done about half of it.
Hi, Hetty. Well, the roller works pretty well for me. I have not had this kind of problem before, but this, I mean, it's cut. It's just stuck in there. So I think the dryer sheet idea will probably help it considerably, because what it's going to do is it's going to leave a little bit of smoothie stuff, yeah, on the cutting lines where hopefully it'll come out next time. A really stiff toothbrush probably would have worked just as well as this little roly thing. The day I got the roly thing.
Well, the thing is, with that roly thing, you've also got the picker, and you need the picker sometimes. So
yes, you need the picker sometimes. Now, Dollar Tree had some pretty nice pokey things a while back. They look like this. There were 2.
Oh yeah,
things
I got some. They had like 2 or 3 sizes in the package.
Yeah, I think there was 2 sizes in the package. I already had this when I got that, but this stays with my die cutter, and that one stays on my table. Of course, I have one of those collapsible pokey things too. We'll pull it out. Okay, Cheryl posted her iCAD in the group. Okay. All right, just pull it out, huh? Just pull it out. Okay, I got to pull gently still for a while. Yeah. It's getting there. It's getting there. The other thing is the pokey thing doesn't do any good when there's no holes to poke through.
True.
What is going to be interesting is gluing this thing down. I hadn't realized how much trouble it was going to be to glue down. Okay, one more. Aha, I did it.
Yay.
And that one's whole. Yay, it's whole. There we go. The sheet will pull it out. Yeah. The dryer sheet will pull it out. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. The dryer sheet would also, I don't know why there's 2 of those in there. Did I? I thought maybe I picked up 2 pieces of cardstock, but I didn't. All right. Got to get the glue off your fingers. I know that feeling. Okay.
Hey, Nettie. I'm not sure if I said hi to you or not, but I'm glad to see you. I knew when Tanya said hi to you, but I don't remember if I actually said anything or not.
That one
Okay,
came
this
out
may
way
not be the
easier
best
because
plan.
its little spindly things are a lot wider. So
Oh, that's good.
2 more. 2 more,
Oh,
Tanya. Run it back with the sheet. It will pull it out. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to, I think I have to get the paper out of it. I don't think the dryer sheet will pull it out because it will be embedded in there like nothing if I try to put the dryer sheet through there. I'll get them out. It'll just take a few minutes. You guys will just have to get bored. Poor
watch me
babies.
tear up the tree.
Uh-oh, don't tear up your tree. Do it gentle. Okay, there is only one pokey hole in this long stem. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Okay. Next thing is I'll have to go see if I have a dryer sheet. I quit using them when I read how bad they were for your dryer.
Yeah, they're dangerous too.
Dangerous? I didn't.
Because the stuff in the dryer sheet gets clogged in your filter, and your filter gets clogged even if it doesn't look clogged, and so they overheat and it can catch on fire.
Yeah. I took the filter thingy out and washed it and scrubbed it really good when I read all the how that stuff builds up in there. And I just
did
quit
the
using
same
them.
thing.
There we go. All right. We got
I tried
3
to tell
down.
myself that was a good reason to get a new dryer that had never had any dryer sheets in it, but I couldn't talk myself into that, so I went ahead and washed this deal real good.
There you go. Well, I there's no way I could justify that. That would just not justify for me.
No, it didn't justify it for me either, but I tried.
You
Tried
tried,
to talk
yeah.
myself into it.
Well,
Okay.
when I had to go in South Dakota and buy a new wash machine right before, 6 months before we were gonna move into the camper, right? And I had to go buy a new wash machine because there was no way I was going to go to the laundromat every day or every week in South Dakota. It was just, that wasn't going to happen. So I had to go buy a new wash machine. And I'm like, okay, so how come I ended up with such an expensive wash machine? Well, because they didn't have anything. It was either ones I couldn't reach the bottom of. Or a front loader. I mean, I literally could not reach the bottom of half the wash machines they had in the store. I was like, nope, that's not going to work, guys.
Yeah, I can barely, if I have shoes on, my shoes that are have a bottom on them about like this, I can hoist myself up where I can reach the bottom on right at the front. And so I have to turn the thing around, turn it to get to the other clothes.
Other clothes.
Because I can only reach what's right in the front.
Okay.
But I get it done. And I beg it off onto other people as often as I can.
That's why you have kids.
It is. and they get to do it fairly often.
Okay, we're almost done, and we will go get a dryer sheet. And then, okay, come on, babies. There we go. Okay, 4. And I gotta
Okay.
tell my husband to turn on the air conditioner. Okay, I will be right back because I gotta go to the other room to get the dryer sheet. Okay, all right. Would you give me a degree of air conditioner? Please, thank you. Well, I had a dryer sheet. Now we'll just wonder how it will be because it has to be 2 years old.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Just Barbara, buy it as a craft supply. That would be the thing I would do is buy it as a craft supply.
Or you can well, she says she's allergic to them.
Oh, okay.
Some people use foil or wax paper, and they use it they put the paper they're cutting and then the wax paper and then the dye.
Yes,
and that helps it come out.
I've seen that too. Wonder if baby wipes would work. I don't think baby wipes will probably not leave the.
They're not anti-static.
Yeah, well, and they won't leave the waxy kind of thing that this is going to leave. Okay. They have yeah, these are unscented because I used. Oh, I should use 2 or 3 of them. Okay, I'll go get them. Uh-oh, doesn't want to go through. Oh, gotta stand up. Use dryer sheets work as well. Okay. I'm gonna go get a couple more. That bird is really pretty, but it's an awfully big bird.
Yeah, well, I was actually thinking about adding some of these flowers down under the tree.
Okay.
But you're right, it's too big of a, and it's got green in it, so. I was just looking for something to put under the tree.
Yeah, the flowers would be good.
I think that's the only thing I see that would actually work.
I will just bring the box in here because I haven't used them in the dryer for so long it won't matter.
They are now a craft supply.
Yeah, well, see, and these were supposedly dermatologist tested. Yeah, right. I just know that I cannot stand smelly stuff, so, and neither can Jeff, so I have always used the non-smelly ones. Okay. Boy, it cut through the cut through there. I can see it where it's cut out, although it didn't totally cut it. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, we are going to put this on there. 2 layers. And then we'll put this layer on there. Come on. Come on. Get over there where you belong. Okay. Get out.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
She says, are you cutting into the dryer sheet? And she says, no, little, just coat them. So I don't know if she's just saying rub it on there or I'm not sure. Julie, what do you want her to cut into the sheet or should she not cut into the sheet? The question of the day. Because I assumed that she was supposed to cut into it too.
Cheryl asked, "Are you trying to cut the sheets?" And she says, "No, little," meaning little sister Cheryl. Just coat them. So you can use them over and over. Even though it cut it a little bit, I can reuse them because what you're doing is putting that uh, coating onto the dye, and that, I think that's what she meant. Okay, so we have now, because they're just coated, they're just nicely coated. It did kind of cut into it a little bit, but nothing
Okay.
that's gonna go away. So,
Well, I just didn't want you to be going to all that effort if that wasn't what she meant. And judging from those comments, I wasn't positive.
yeah, I think that's what she meant. Anyways, we're gonna find out because here we go. Cut into the sheets. Yes. She was talking to Cheryl. Okay. Oh, except like I said, I cannot do this. I like my longer plate better because you don't have to have it out here on the end just to get it lined up.
Yeah, I do
get
too.
it in the middle.
They need to make a long one that's magnetic like that.
That would be nice. But they maybe do, and I just don't have it.
Well,
Because
if
then,
they do, I don't have it either.
Just think you could cut really a whole bunch of dies all at one time. Okay.
I know. It'd be cool.
All right. Now we will find out how it worked. Oh, yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Those two little things are gonna disappear. I can tell. They just want to go on the floor. Well, that part's already better. Oh yeah, it's coming right out. It didn't disinherit itself from the cardstock, but it may not have cut as well. I may not have.
Hi, Holly. We're glad you're here, even if you're a mess. We're a mess too. It's okay. If you fit right in.
You fit right in. I maybe should have. No. Okay. Hold it down.
Barbara says she uses a piece of that magnetic furnace cover to run through with the dies on it.
That would be a good idea.
Thanks, Nettie. I don't think I want them in front of the tree trunk, though.
Here's the deal. I ran it through twice. I did not run it through a third time. These definitely are not a Sizzix die.
It does make a difference.
Yep.
I've gotten some other dies that were just as good, but a whole lot of them are not. Okay, well, 3 of them are still attached, so I think what we will do is the other thing we're going to do is we're going to get out our long plate, because sometimes I think it's this magnetic plate that does things. They didn't cut, is the deal. They're coming right out, but they're not coming apart from the cardstock. We may have to put a shim in there.
Well, if I just switch to my other, this plate works so much better. It may creak and groan, but it works better. try it with a shim. Yeah. The magnetic plate, I probably need to put a shim in, but sometimes it's easier just to grab the good my long tray, because it's already got the shims in it. And see, yeah. It's that magnetic plate is not helping. But did you see how easy those came out this time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I will remember when it's a fancy die like this. Look at that.
Wow. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, much better.
I may have to go buy some dryer sheets just for that.
Well, you can get them that don't stink. That's something I would look for.
Yeah, I definitely will have to do that.
That's a
I think I'm just going to do this.
Did I say hello to Holly? I hope so. Hi, Holly. Hi, everybody. Look, see, that just popped right out of there. Okay. Now we're going to hope that Tanya has a black background already done, because she is being grumpy and does not want to fix the background. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm the fine Cheryl just caught up making flowers for her Abandoning Perfection journal. Yay! Nettie says, I guess I need to buy some fabric, some dryer sheets. Yeah, the dryer sheet worked really well. Oh yes, Lisa, I like that down there. It makes a difference with the tree. And like I said, these don't stink. That's a big deal around here, to not have stinky dryer sheets. Okay, you go over there. You can go right there. I have stuff everywhere. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, I didn't finish that one. I do not have one fixed. I'm going to have to fix one. Oh, I do have one fixed. Oh, wait. That's the one I fixed on the wrong side. Okay. I guess I get to fix one right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's right, Cheryl. It lets the die cut let go better.
Mm-hmm. The dryer sheet has like that waxy feel to it, and that's what actually builds up in your filter, which is bad for your dryer. Is that waxy stuff. And okay. That card's not gonna work. Okay. That card's not gonna work. Quick release. Yeah. Yes, Julie. Quick release. But Teresa is saying too that if you put the dryer sheet underneath your paper, then you can pull it out with the dryer sheet.
If it will cut all the way through it. But you didn't have the experience of it cutting all the way through it. So.
It cut through most of it. The thing of it is that the paper would probably push it down, and the dryer sheet might not cut, but I'll bet you the paper would cut.
Yeah.
We'll try it.
The wax paper, you do like that. You put it in there and cut with it in there.
Yeah, and I think the dryer sheet would work too that way. But if you just get your dryer sheet all, get your dye all gooed up nice. Gooed up, don't you like my word?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let's put this back in there. Let's spray it with a little water because it's dry again. Get in there. This back on there. I was thinking this might make a pretty border too. And I haven't tried those Crafters square dies from Dollar Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Which I have not seen those in the Dollar Trees at all since I saw them that one time. Yep. I imagine they'll come back in eventually. But okay. You bought a metal shim. Almost 3 hours. Want to limit the fabric softener on the paper? Yes. You put dye, paper, dryer sheet, then cut. Okay. Well, if you continue to have a problem, that would be the next thing I would try. I got to clean my brayer after jelly printing Sunday. My brayer is kind of, it got a build up on it. Okay. Which is all right, but at the same time, try to keep it clean. Of course, somebody took my bucket, so I don't have my bucket to put it in.
It wasn't me.
No, it was my husband, and I really shouldn't complain because he took it to pick black blueberries. So, you know.
No, you shouldn't complain, but at the
He
same
just said
time,
it's on
I
the back
understand.
porch.
Yeah.
He just said he put it on it's on the back porch.
Okay, so you can go get it if you want it.
Yeah, that's my brayer soaking bucket. So I need to find something to soak my stencils in. Too bad there's not a way to pull that grunge off like you do on the jelly plate. Well, I will tell you, Teresa, that when I soak this, this will come off in the sheet. I can take hold of it and peel it off. If I let it just sit and soak for an overnight day or so, and then just peel it back, then I can just throw it away. Cardstock works well as a shim too, yeah. Because I don't like to let that. I like to get that off of there where it doesn't go down the drain or anything like that.
Mine doesn't come off in a sheet, but it comes off in big enough chunks I can keep it from going down the drain.
Yeah. And I usually just put a little Dawn dishwashing soap in my water. Okay. All right. Lisa, that is so pretty.
I like it. I'm trying to decide about the birds. I don't think I can get the ink dark enough to kind of
to make it go with it.
Yeah, but I don't know if it looks bad or if it just doesn't look like a coloring book page.
Crud cutter It must be some kind of
I have heard that crud
yeah,
cutter
read the
works
next
well.
line. It spell checked her. Lisa, use your Posca pin on the cards there, and use your Posca pin in with the stencil. I
Okay,
don't
I'll
think
try
it would
it.
be bad with the gray, but at the same time, I understand the point.
Well, let's try a Sharpie since I'm sitting here with it
Oh
and the
yeah,
Posca pen's not here.
there you go. Because see, that's much blacker.
Yeah.
I like the ink. I don't think it would be bad to have the ink.
I'm just not sure if that's what I want. Everything, this is all kind of sketchy.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And the birds are too
Uh,
solid.
yeah.
Hi, Janice. So Shazam. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like these. What do you call those things? Dandelions too. Uh-huh. And I think these are not going to get used. Um, I'm just going to use the ones with the stems, just like that. Except I'm going to move this over just a little bit because our binding is going to go over here. So I don't want it to be in the binding, so I'm going to move it just a little bit. Yep, yep. Okay, come on now. These are fussy. Oh, these are fussy. There we go. Okay.
I'm trying, Janice. So far, I'm not happy with that either, but let's try. Let's try another pen that's.
Do you have a regular ballpoint pen?
Well, I did use some, but it wouldn't get the fine details.
Okay, because sometimes I have found that when I'm sketching and stuff, that like these Pilot pens that I use all the time, they make
Uh huh.
really nice scratchy marks. You know, like it's
Yeah, that's what
sketchy.
I was trying to do with this one,
Uh huh.
but it wouldn't get up in the wing parts enough because the tip was
The
too
tip was
fat.
too fat. Okay.
So this is one of those Signo
Yeah.
pens,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't like it. I just think I want to do something else.
Okay. Well, you know that the way it is right now is beautiful. So,
It
you know,
is, and I
you
may,
don't,
if I ink it, and I might decide it's done. I don't
yeah.
know.
There you go. What do you think?
I like it just like that. I love it blowing
Mm-hmm.
in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Now the difficulty is to get it glued down.
but do you
So,
want
do I want
that
what?
one that's well? I don't know. No, it's. I was just thinking that you don't have. you know, it's sort of centered. I mean, not exactly. I guess I was wondering if you wanted it more over to the side, but
Okay, I
I
moved
kind
it
of like it
out.
like that.
I moved it away from the side because of our binding,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I can put it back a little more like that. Yeah, I
I
think
think
that's,
I like it that way a little bit better.
yeah, I do too. Now I am going to glue a la Jamie.
Okay.
Okay, did you watch her last Saturday video?
I haven't had a chance to yet. I've got it, you know,
Okay.
up in a tab,
Mhm.
but I've got several of them up in a tab that I haven't watched yet.
Bye, Sharon. I think that I shall never see. Janice says nothing prettier than a tree. Okay, well, she glued things kind of backwards. She glued stuff and then actually layered stuff under it. Backwards gluing. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
It
I've
was.
done that.
Uh
Yeah.
huh. But I'm going to take these off because now I have to glue. But I'm going to glue that spot down, and then I'm going to I'm going to glue it while it's still attached. It's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to glue it attached. That's what I'm going to do. Because I have to glue each and every one of these stupid little thingies.
Yeah.
Okay, we better do this in a orderly fashion though, because if we don't, that we won't know which ones are glued and which ones aren't.
Then you'll pick it up and you'll find out.
Uh, Probably not. It'll just tear because it'll get caught on something. That's the thing.
Oh, it's pretty much all cut out. Now I didn't cut in here, but I cut in all everywhere else. It's from a coloring book, so I cut it out of the coloring book,
I'll tell you
and
what,
I cut that out of the coloring book.
even this
So
tiny tip is not tiny enough today.
yeah, it's like you need the babyest dot.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it needs a little something, but I don't know what. Let's look back through here again, see if I can find just something else to put on the page. Let's move it out of the way. If that elephant was going the other direction, I could have it coming in right here. That would be fun. The bear could come in, I think.
They're actually not cutouts, Holly. It's just a coloring book that she cut the tree out of.
I cut it out of one of these pages.
Yeah. Okay. One is glued down.
It's a good start.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now then, this one
It
I
does have
wanted
good pictures, Janice.
to go like that. So backwards gluing, we're going to glue that part down. Uh-huh. And uh-oh, don't be messing up. I've got that coloring book. Uh-huh.
See, Holly, it was on a page like this is on a page.
Hi, Anita. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Anita.
just for information purposes, I got to go in about 25 minutes.
Okay.
And guys, remember that I will not be live Thursday. Lisa's not going to do a live, I guess she decided.
No, I've got other things I need to do, so.
And Sunday, I will likely not be live. If she wants to do something, like by herself or whatever Sunday, then I might be live on Sunday, but I doubt it. And Tuesday, I definitely won't be live again next Tuesday because both Thursday and Tuesday are airport days and I have to take her. So, because Mom's not driving at all these days, so. Plus, I'll want to take her anyways.
Yeah, give you a last chance to just visit just the two of you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there may not be something I want to put on it.
Uh-oh.
I thought there were some smaller birds, but this is the smallest one.
That's an awful big bird. Unless you put it right in front of the tree, maybe, where it looks like it's in the foreground, on the ground or something. I don't know. It looks like an awful big bird.
It does to me too. I thought there were small, something smaller, but it was some smaller butterflies that I was thinking about. But I think for now I'm just going to leave it like this. And I'm just going to be happy with my one page for today.
Okay. So what are you going to do for 25 minutes?
I don't know.
Sit there and watch me glue these flowers. It's like, okay. No. Janice says agrees. Nope, too big. Was too big. Okay, let's see here. This one. Yeah, that one goes right there. Okay. I do have to admit, I love how this glue grabs hold right away, so you don't have to hold on to it for very long, and then it's stuck. But I'm glad I haven't used these things before. Now I know why. I love this image, but boy, is it a pain. You know what would be good with this image?
What?
That wonderful little toy that Becky uses all the time. The Xyron sticker maker thing.
Oh, yes.
And you know what? Yeah. I have one of those somewhere.
I had one and I thought, and I didn't ever use it. I got it at the thrift store. It even came with some extra sticker paper, but I never used it. And I finally thought, I'm never going to use this. And I just gave it back to the thrift store.
Yeah, and Becky uses it all the time. And I'll tell you what, for this particular thing, it would really make life a lot easier. What book is it? Holly wants to know.
Inspired Coloring, Nature.
She got it at Dollar Tree?
No, I got it at the.
No, Janice thinks she got it at Dollar Tree.
Oh,
now
she may have. Because I've got some inspired coloring books there before. Some of that brand.
Ollie's is another good place to look for.
Yeah.
They usually have some pretty nice ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Nature. But anyway, it's a good coloring book. It's got some green already in there, which is unusual. And since I like green, I was okay with that. But
But it's hard on a black and white page.
Yeah.
Ah. Come here. It's hard to get just that tiny little bit of glue and then not, or then you get too much if you're not careful. Come on. I need you to get up. I'm going to have to clean my fingers because I got enough glue on them that I can't touch anything now. I just want to finish this one so I can clean my fingers. There we go. All right. I haven't been to any crafting stores, and that's why she thinks she got it at Dollar Tree. You might have. You know, Dollar Tree can have some really nice books sometimes. Then they can have some stuff that's not all that great. Anne uses her, I think she's talking about her Xyron all the time. You know I have one. I have no idea where it's at. Although hubby could have gotten it for me at Walmart.
I'm sort of copying this
Okay.
into that space. Sort of.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Not doing a great job at it, but anyway. Where's that Sharpie pen? Okay, well, I don't know. Let's try this one.
Ew, that's way too much glue. Come on back off of there. Well, that one's going to fly where it wants to fly. It's not going to listen to me. It's just going to do its own thing. All right. Lisa's quiet today, too.
Sorry.
I don't know if they finally figured out what was wrong with Jeff's Jeep or not. They couldn't make it do what we told them it's doing. Of course.
That's always frustrating.
Well, and it's frustrating to start out somewhere and the air conditioner's working fine and then suddenly it decides not to work anymore.
Yeah.
And then, 30 minutes later it'll be working okay. So it's like, and when we were in the mountains in Utah, that puppy was running. It would say that it was running hot and we had just turned it on. I mean, it was like, okay, how can you be running hot? Well, you haven't even been running you 10 minutes. And then it would actually run hot. You could see it smoke and smell it, and it wouldn't tell you it's running hot. And we'd be up in the mountains with it, and it was pulling hills and stuff, and the poor little thing would get hot. It's getting hot, but it's like, okay, why aren't you telling me it's hot? I don't know. So anyhow.
Okay. I think I'm going to call that done.
Well, it looks like one page is it for both of us today, because that's all that's going to happen in here.
Piece white tip to green stem.
Piece white tip to green stem. Have you ever tried piecing the die cut? Cut it out in white and green and piece. Okay.
I've done a few things that way.
Yeah.
It's fiddly.
Yeah, it is fiddly. I've never used this die before, I don't think. Bought it because I thought it was so pretty, but I don't think I've ever used it before. But I think that would be gorgeous on this die. To do that, because now here's another thing. Honestly, with this die, it would be way easier to take a marker and run green down it.
Yeah,
cut
that's
it out in
true.
white, cut it out in white, and then
Cut the stems off and
no,
draw them in.
don't take the stems off.
Oh,
Just
color
on
it.
yeah, just run down it with a marker. I mean that those are, yes, it was a die, Anita, and I had trouble cutting it. I have the Tim Holtz one of them. They were, I was having trouble cutting it, and Julie and Teresa suggested dryer sheets, and it worked real well. The second set I cut out worked just fine. So, and I'm very happy with how the page came out. And Lisa's is real pretty too, except it's a little high in the screen where I can't see it. There we go. And so cute if you take the head off and put it in on an ATC card. Yes. And this actually
Has one that's by itself.
Yeah, it has one that's by itself. Let me see here how big this is. If it'll fit. Yeah, it'd fit on an ATC by itself. It is, just a minute, let me get it in there and let me get my glasses on.
Looks about 2 inches.
Yeah, it's a hair over that. So it's a 2 1/8 inches across there. So, and ATCs are 2.5, so it would fit on an ATC. Now you have those great sheets to use as a stencil. Oh, I suppose. This is so thin though, Barbara. Using it as a stencil is probably, I probably
You
won't.
might could spray through it.
Yeah, maybe, but it's going to get wet so fast because this cardstock is real thin.
Yeah.
So, and this one is kind of good halfway around, but
you could put it coming in the edge.
On something. I'm just not going to fight with it to. Now, see, if you pull it just right, it comes apart. It's just on how it cut. So there's that much of it. So I love it. Mine is the whole one, only one. Thank you, Brenda. I think she's talking about it's a
her die. Yeah.
Thanks, Julie. Thanks, guys. Anyways, but yeah, Julie, on this particular die, if it were me, rather than to try to cut 2 pieces and make multiple colors, I'd just get a piece of paper behind it and I'd run my marker down that little thing to give me a what do you call that? A green stem. And I think we're just going to go ahead and go, guys.
Thanks for coming to play with us.
And I'm sorry that I'm not going to be here for the next week, but this is my baby sister too, so you know she's my special sister.
She's special.
Yes, she is. She's special. She's my baby sister. You know, I took her camping. I was 16. She would have been 9. Mom let me have the car, and we went from a suburb of Detroit to the Upper Peninsula.
Your mom amazes me.
I took my kid sister camping when I was 16. Yep.
I took my baby sister camping when she graduated from high school, and I'm 8 years older than she is, and my parents fretted the whole time we were gone.
I don't know. Mom may have fretted too, but she let me have her car. We were gone for 2 weeks, I think. 2, maybe closer to 3 weeks. So, Anyways, guys, I'm going to see you all as soon as I can see you. If not before, we will see you next Thursday, a week from today on Lisa's channel.
No, a week from Thursday on my channel.
A week from Thursday on your channel. That's right.
And I'll be here Monday night, but I won't be here. I won't be here on this Thursday.
Okay. Okay. Love y'all. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Have a great week.